Hi everybody, welcome back to the Yogaman channel. So I'm going to be talking about the sad story of the accident that involved Nicki Minaj's father and the mysterious stories that surround families of famous people, families of famous rappers, and what's happening to the music industry, because Nicki Minaj had actually climbed so high into her career, and some of the things have not been, there hasn't been so many stories that surround her family and so many things that come along with that. So what I'm going to read to you today, or what I'm going to actually converse to you about, is the accident that has left Nicki Minaj devastated and her family after the father was involved in a hit and run car accident that left him actually dead. So most welcome to the Yogaman channel, and thanks for supporting this channel. We are growing one step at another. Robert Maraj, the father of the rapper Nicki Minaj, died on Saturday after being struck by a vehicle in a hit and run on Long Island, the authorities said. Of course, Mr. Maraj was walking on the roadway near the intersection of Roslyn Road and Ruff Avenue in Mineola, New York, at around 6:15 p.m. Okay, so this was maybe like an evening walk when he was hit by a northbound vehicle that left the scene, the Nassau County Police Department said in a statement. Now, one thing we need to remember is that Nicki Minaj's father was in his early 60s. He was actually 64 years. There's a lot of mysterious stories that surround famous musicians, famous rappers, and a lot of conspiracy theories have always been drawn to this, of how some of these rappers go and, because they want to become famous, they end up sacrificing their parents, doing a lot of nasty things to gain fame, and but I don't want to count this as something that is in that line, although I have watched a number of people coming up with these theories talking about how Nicki Minaj, had become so famous in music and nothing had happened to her family, which is a usual thing that, rappers and musicians usually have family feuds. If you look at Michael Jackson, if you look at Michael Jordan, if you look at so many other people that have actually had that fame, have ended up having some issues that surround them and their families. And if you really want to understand the story, is Robert Maraj was 64, a resident of Mineola, and was transported to a hospital in critical condition. The police said before he was pronounced dead by a hospital doctor on Saturday. So when he was hit by the hit and run car, he was taken to hospital, and that's where he was pronounced dead. Now, a representative for Miss Minaj confirmed his death but did not provide further details as regards to what caused the death. So Miss Minaj, whose parents moved to the United States from Trinidad before she joined them in the US 2 years later, has spoken previously about crack cocaine use and domestic violence at her childhood home in Jamaica, Queens, including an episode which her father tried to burn down her house. Okay, so in an interview with the New York Times in 2015, Miss Minaj said she was asked if she was abused by her father. She answered this: "No, he was just abusive," she said. "I would always hear him yelling and cursing always, and it made me feel it was the way to interact, because that's how I saw him interacting." Miss Minaj said in 2010 in another interview with Rolling Stone that as a child, she always felt like being rich would cure everything, allowing her to take care of her mother so they could leave her father. That was always what drove Nicki Minaj. So it looks like Nicki Minaj and her dad did not have a very, very smooth relationship from way back, because Nicki Minaj on several interviews was quoted, citing her father involved in some of these domestic violent acts within the house and within the homestead. and that could have killed their friendship as a child and father. But hey, we don't know how before his death how they have been relating. But what we can say certainly is that we know she must be very devastated. The loss of a parent is very painful to everybody, no matter what status you have in the society and what you have in the community. So I want to send out my condolences to Nicki Minaj fans and everybody that actually knows the pain of losing a parent. So thank you guys for watching this channel, and definitely a lot more entertainment is going to be happening. I'll also be giving you some of the top stories that are breaking and some of those stories that you really don't want to miss out. So thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe and make this channel grow. So I'll catch you guys again in the next one. Peace out.